Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope you all have had a fantastic weekend. And I hope you're ready for some Nancy Drew tonight. Vanessa will hopefully be joining us in just a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna get this started. I need to post on Tim's channel that I'm live. Hey, howdy, XC. Good to see ya. How you doing? How's your day been? Let's see. Also, what are you up to? What is the name of this? What am I even playing? Legend of the... Oh, yeah. I literally was about to say Nancy Drew, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but I was like, wait, that's Indiana Jones. I may have missed church, but I won't miss this. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate being here. I mean, church is very important too, but thank you. I'm trying to figure out what I want to eat right now. What are the options? Do we have options here, or or is it just kind of like anything and everything's an option? What is my hair doing? I'm not sure. I'm open to suggestions. Okay, so you looked and sounded just like Ted Lasso there. Wait, for what part? Well, let's see. What options? I should try to learn how to talk like Ted Lasso. But let's see. I'm gonna assume you're gonna eat out. Gonna assume this music is loud as well. Just gonna turn that down. I mean, Blaze Pizza is always good. Yeah, I'm gonna get something off DoorDash probably. Get Blaze Pizza. You won't regret it. Appreciate it with a big smile. That's funny. I should go back and clip that and then put Ted Lasso's face next to it. Also, apparently, we hit our sub goal for the month last stream. I had a sub goal. What was my sub goal? 15 subscribers for the month, and we're at 18. So that's pretty cool. We like that. Thank you to Tyler for helping us get there. Much appreciated. But yeah. Maybe now I gotta up it to like 20 because now we're 2 away. I don't actually know if anybody looks at stream goals. Does anybody actually look at those? How do I change a stream goal? Like that's another thing. Do I have to? Oh, that's my stream. What am I doing? Here it is. Goal achieved. Nate's goal. Gift a sub. How do I? How do I change this? Actually, wait. Can I put these things on stream? Your rewards, settings, content, community, analytics, alerts. Started. Wait, can I create? Huh? Wait, hang on. Sub goal. Edit alert. Goals. Goal started. Goal reached. Interesting. Okay, we'll come back to this because I'm not gonna do this on stream. But yeah, we can do alerts for whenever I hit a goal. Honestly, I forgot that Twitch added their own alert system, so you don't have to use a third-party company like Streamlabs or Stream Elements. I should look into this, see if it's any good. I know Harris Heller made a video on it, but I never watched it, and I feel like I should, because I used to be like really on top of all of this stuff, and I'd kind of like to be again. Can you upload? Yeah, you can upload your own video. That's cool, and your own audio. You can do a interesting. Wait, is it not? Wait. Does it? I'm just. Oh wait, that's celebration. Celebration. Never mind. Layout. Yeah, we're gonna definitely look into this, because this could be really cool. But I'll probably watch a video first. But anyways, enough of that. I mean, honestly, you guys might be interested in learning more about this. But hey, yo, Tim, what is up, my guy? How are you doing? Tim, we need to play something soon. Like, it's been way too long. It's been since like Halloween since we've played something together. You're early for once. Hey, I appreciate whenever you're here. I just want you to know, whenever you show up, I appreciate you. I was just I don't know. Fancy meeting you here. I was just getting sidetracked looking at Twitch's alerts feature. It's definitely been since around Halloween for sure. Tim, when are we gonna finish I don't even want to try to pronounce it. The maze game we were playing. Because every time I try to pronounce it, it's wrong. So, I want to finish the maze game. I liked the maze game. Yes. Maybe we should try to schedule it this next weekend. Maybe we should try to do that. I don't know what your schedule's like, but or what Xy's schedule's like, but I want to finish the maze game. But I'm gonna close out of that, and then let's see that. I hope this isn't loud. I apologize if this is loud. I guess I could just pull the volume down. Wait. Game? Oh boy. Oh boy. Tim and I are trying to remember who all we played that game with.
Here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I...
Hang on. Full screen 2? What's full screen 2? Ah, that is much better. All right, we're back in business. Wait, Tim and I are trying to remember. What do you mean who all we played that game with? Did you play without me, Xy? I will fight you. Match color. This is me, you, Tim. Labyrinthine, whatever. I don't think... Wasn't that just a... Wait, wasn't... I thought that was just 3-player. I don't think No Cut played with us on that one. Am I wrong? Maybe it is more than one. Maybe it's 4-player, but I don't think No Cut... I don't remember. I can ask him whenever he gets home. Yeah, I didn't think he played it with us, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Yeah, I want closed captioning. Yeah, I don't know.
Do what I do. Take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective.
This is loud. Voice volume, let's half it.
That was a little creepy.
Okay.
That was a little creepy.
Good enough.
That was a little creepy.
Okay, that'll work. All right, I'm just gonna pull this down. Yeah, you can ask No Cut if he played it. I don't think he did. Did he? I think it was just the three of us for Halloween. I don't think we had a fourth, but I could be wrong because I remember, was it Devour the Western level where it was just the two of us and Tim? I don't know.
Helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there.
I don't remember that either. Yeah. Secrets can kill. Okay, cool. Also, you got to switch with. Okay, thank you, thank you. I'm honestly just trying to figure out what the heck's going on and how to start the game. Uh, what's new? Moving around.
To get from one place to another in...
Yeah, that's fine. Junior detective, senior detective. All right, cool. I think we're gonna start the
Current
case.
assignment. What assignment? Bess and I are flying...
All right, we're gonna turn this up a little bit.
That was a little creepy. To New Orleans for a long weekend of fabulous music, sightseeing, and food. Okay, so I'm also going to visit Ned's friend, Henry Bollet, but only as a favor to Ned. Apparently, Henry's uncle just died, and he had to go down there for a couple of weeks. Ned says Henry's a nice guy, but kind of a loner who might appreciate a little company. So, the first thing I'll do is leave Bess at our hotel in the French Quarter and take a cab out to the mansion where Henry's staying. Ned called him and said I'd be coming. But once that's done, it'll be lazy les bon temps brûlés. The only bad news is the weather's not supposed to be that great this weekend. But what's a little stormy weather when you're in the heart of the Big Easy, right? Right.
Oh, Exy. Vanessa and I worked on digging our fire pit more yesterday, and we basically we got it like leveled, most of it leveled, and we got the fire pit itself like sunk halfway into the ground. So basically, we can start having fires again. There is like there's just a few like minor things ish we have to do, but it's like, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Wait, how do I actually start the game? So hopefully we can do that again soon. I'll have to post pictures in Discord. I don't. All right, I guess this. I I don't know what I'm doing.
Current assignment. What assignment? Bess and I are flying to New Orleans for a long weekend of fabulous music, sightseeing. Current assignment. What assignment? Bess and I are flying to New Orleans for a long weekend of fabulous music, sightseeing, and food. Okay, so I'm also...
What am I? Oh no! Hang on. Sorry, we're dumb. Do I want to do junior detective or senior detective? I had no clue how to start this game. I don't know. I get that senior detective is probably gonna be a lot harder and more annoying, and you don't get hints. So I'm probably gonna just go with junior detective because I don't really want to torture myself with this game. You know, and get stuck, and then be like, why am I playing this? So we're going junior. Nate the junior detective. Yes, that is who I am. Warning, it's best to play this game in a dark room. If it's daytime, draw the shades. If it's nighttime, turn off all the lights. They're basically all off, right? Are these gonna stay down here the entire time? Pizza Angel! Thank you so much for the 10 bits. Yo, yo, yo. How are you doing? Good to see you. Alright. We're knocking. I need to do something with this mic. There we go.
Hello? Anybody here?
Doing fine, Ty. How are y'all doing? I'm doing okay. I'm very sore today and
Hi,
achy.
the door was open.
He's still there. Oh, he gone. Oh, he's really close. What are you doing throwing, like, flour at me?
Here, drink this.
What is it?
Something that'll make you feel better. Drink it. Just a couple sips.
Okay. You know, this lady seems nice.
Okay.
We in New Orleans.
That's it.
No offense, but yuck.
Don't make her drink any of your weirdo concoctions. Then I really will have to take her to the emergency room.
You just go back to your phone call and leave us be. Don't pay him any mind.
Where am I?
You're at Henry Bolet's house, dear, in the library. He and I carried you in here after I found you unconscious in the foyer.
Why is it so dark in here?
The electricity went out. Lightning must have struck a transformer somewhere. What happened? Can you remember?
Well, the front door was open, so I walked in, and then I saw this. Well, I saw a skeleton. And then he saw me. And then the light started flickering, and he threw something at me that exploded. Well, the smoke must have made me pass out.
Sounds like she's just making
You
this up.
saw a skeleton?
I'm sure it was just someone, wearing a costume or something. I'm Nancy Drew, by the way. I came to see Henry.
So we surmised. I'm Renee Amon.
Where's
I'm
Nessa?
Bruno Bolet's housekeeper.
She should be
That
joining
is, I
shortly.
was. This skeleton that attacked you, perhaps we should call the police.
No emergency room, no police. Things are complicated enough as it is.
Henry's feeling a mite overwhelmed. Well, you are looking much better, so I'm gonna get back to my plant potting. You need anything? I'll be outside in the garden.
I should call them and keep them on hold for 5 hours and see how they like it.
I hope this isn't going to be another one of those talking simulators like the last game. But Pizza, how's your day been? Has it been good? Well, talk to Henry. Ditto when it comes to the housekeeper Renee Amanda. Take a really good look around. Okay. Where's this kid? Miniature Modelers of America. First place, Bruno. Oh my gosh, I can look at every single trophy. I'm sure they're gonna mean something. Be right back? Alright. Bridges to Nowhere.
So, Nancy, nice to meet you. Ned sent you here to check up on me, huh?
Yeah.
He's kind of worried about you, that's all.
Ned's a nice guy. I mean, I
Hang on. I'm sorry. This is low.
That was a little creepy.
really don't know him that well, just from school. But when I mentioned that my only living relative just died, he was all like, "Yeah? How you feeling, man? You doing okay? Wanna talk?" Of course, I guess I do come across as a little needy sometimes.
Were you very close to
Were
your
you
uncle?
very close to your uncle?
Great uncle Bruno, and no, I wasn't. My parents died in a car crash when I was 8. Since I had no other relatives, he took me in, or should I say he shipped me out. Boarding school, summer camp, military school, college. He may have looked after me, but he never spent any time with me. I didn't know him at all.
What are you doing if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, you came all the way down here for the funeral?
Yet you came all the way down here for the funeral?
Not really. Great Uncle Bruno named me executor of his estate, which means I have to make sure all his bills are paid and debts taken care of so his assets can be distributed. Unfortunately, he couldn't have cared less about little things like keeping records or balancing checkbooks. Dealing with his creditors and their lawyers has been an absolute nightmare. So, thanks for stopping by, Nancy. And now you can report back to Ned that I'm fine and go enjoy New Orleans.
I sure can.
I sure can, but I'm not going to. Not until I know who that skeleton man was and what he was doing here and why he knocked me out like that. Look, I can understand you're not wanting to call the police.
Why is this
but
skipping
somebody
things?
should investigate. And since playing detective is kind of a hobby with me.
No offense, but are you sure you didn't just pass out from the heat and humidity or something and dream that you saw the skeleton dude?
It's possible, I guess.
It's possible, I guess. But I'd like to look around just the same.
Okay, look around all you want. But I should probably warn you, Uncle Bruno was into exotic pets. Didn't believe in cages, so he gave him the run of the place. And just because he's dead doesn't mean they are. So if you're gonna go poking around, be careful.
Boom.
Did that.
Anyway. There's an iguana. Interesting. Okay. Well, we've circled the entire place to circle. Happy little happies. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. Ooh, something I can actually drag in this game? Yo. Interesting. So this is a model of things. Cool. It's fancy. Alright, there's something missing. Lovely. Alright, take that. We'll also take that. And one of those. Nancy, why are you just taking coal? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Actually, did you ever figure out what you're doing for dinner? Well, I don't actually know if I'm supposed to be doing this, but oh no. Um, I went with Subway. I decided I wanted a sandwich. Nice. Wait, why are you, what? I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, we'll come back to this. Because I don't think I'm actually supposed to be fooling with that right now. Oh, what? Why did you squish my boy? I forgot about you squishing him. My poor squishy boy. I thought I'd bring back some good memories. That's fair. Ah. Split Among Us yesterday, and it was fun. Ooh. How different is it from what it used to be? Like, have they changed much to the game? Okay. Well, it's worth a shot, you know. This is an oddly shaped house. Oh, what? Oh, oh boy. It's gonna be crunchy. Thank you. Oh, you're good. I've eaten it on stream before, so I'm not the one that'll complain. Hey, welcome back, pizza. Nothing much has changed, really.
Nancy, welcome to my little lantern-lit corner of the world.
It's a little wet out here.
It's a little wet out here.
I don't mind. No one should mind the rain. Without it, the end of the world would come much too soon. Did you and Henry have a nice chat?
Whee!
Oh, we had a nice chat.
We talked.
Henry's a very morose, very negative young man.
Morose.
Very cunning, too. In fact, I'm fairly certain that he's been selling off Dr. Bolay's belongings on the sly.
Well, I'm willing to go to Henry anyway.
Won't all of Dr. Bolay's belongings go to Henry anyway?
Absolutely not. According to Dr. Bolay's will, Henry is to get 30% of the estate. Dr. Bolay's physician, Gilbert Buford, gets 30%. Our Lady of Route 57 School of Dentistry and Cosmetology gets 30%. And I am to receive 10%.
Maybe he's selling the 30% of his stuff. Though it's fun with the Crew Link mod because it adds proximity mic. Ah, that is pretty cool. Was in the concoction you wanted me to drink after I got knocked out.
What was in that concoction you wanted me to drink after I got knocked out?
Never you mind. It was just a little remedy I brewed up on the spot to help you feel better.
You don't like Henry that much. How come you're still here?
If you don't like Henry that much, how come you're still here?
I'm here because Dr. Bolay paid me in advance, and I always fulfill my obligations.
The man's gone, ma'am. You ever seen this before? I found it by the scale model service.
Have you ever seen this before? I found it by that scale model of the cemetery that's inside the house.
It's a mystery to me. I suggest you ask Henry. He leaves things lying around all the time. I guess it figures I won't notice amid all the other clutter. But I do. I notice everything. How else may I be of service to you?
Why is there an empty frame?
Why is there an empty frame in the gallery inside?
That is a very good question. I first noticed the canvas was missing after the reception following Dr. Bolay's funeral. But as for why it was missing, I do not know.
If you don't mind my asking, what's in that little pouch you wear around your neck?
Things. Secret things. Things that give me special talents when special times demand them. People usually laugh when I say this, but this pouch is my connection to the energy that powers the universe.
Oh,
Well, at least you didn't laugh.
It'll be fun for hide and seek.
I'd better get going.
One more thing. I, too, have seen the skeleton man. After Dr. Bolay passed, that night, I saw him in the hallway. He was there, then he was gone. So you best be careful, Nancy Drew, because if it was Mr. Death, and I truly think it was, he's come back.
She crazy.
Did that. Check.
Figure out what's up with those fake books in the library that could be pulled. I'll bet the grandfather clock in the hallway. Ask Henry what's up. We'll just go talk to Henny. I. Oh gosh.
Struggling.
Yeah. Took me so long to figure out how to even start the game.
I saw that.
Yes?
Is your great uncle's estate worth very much?
Is your great uncle's estate worth very much?
I have no idea, nor will I until I get all his affairs settled. He was a dentist for most of his life, so he must have had some money squirreled
I
away.
want to be a
As
dentist.
you can tell, he was darn good at squirreling away junk.
Have you had any of his things appraised?
Somebody from a curio shop came in and took a quick look around, but it wasn't anything formal.
Renee says she noticed the canvas for one of the paintings in the gallery was missing shortly after Bruno died.
So she says. All I know for sure is that it's gone. It was of my parents. I think it was painted in the garden out back. Renee doesn't like me. Wouldn't surprise me if she took it out of spite.
I have to hop off for a bit. Gotta head home. Be back shortly. All right, pizza. Drive safe, and we will see you in a little bit.
I found this scrap of paper in the fireplace. Do you know anything about it?
No. You always go digging around in people's fireplaces?
Just looking for something that might tell me who that skeleton man was.
Ah. Anything else?
Why is there a model of a cemetery in the other room?
Because Great Uncle Bruno used to oversee the cemetery next door. Made that scale model so he could keep track of where everything, or should I say everyone, was. Crafted all those miniature crypts himself. And people think I'm weird.
Do you know what this
He is
is? I
weird.
found it in the other room.
Looks to me like some kind of tracing.
I was thinking that maybe my skeleton man left it behind.
Well, I sure don't know anything about it.
Oh, she's got a
Anything
skeleton
else?
man.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Groovy.
Like it's black.
It's something. You know, people always say,
All done.
I'll stop bugging you now, but nobody ever says I'll stop, like, animaling you now, or,
Because bugs
anting,
are annoying.
anting you now. Aunting.
Well, those are
Check. Still have to do that.
Alright, let's go play the game. The game of life. Wow, we went in a
This
circle.
one's better. Go.
Oh yeah, you can. Nope, that's not what I wanted. This. Wait, did we? Yeah, we looked at that. This is what I wanted. This game. Look at this game.
Oh, I know. I saw it.
Well, I didn't have all the pieces.
Now? I don't you have to get that.
Oh. And that is fine. I mean, I know how to get to it, but I have to get to it. That's the issue. Over to the other side. And here's the rope. Dang it.
Hold down.
It is. Hang on. I understand what I'm doing.
So now go under here.
Well, the ball would have just go all the way across.
What's the point of the yellow thing?
I think they kill me. Well, I can't go through them. Just solved it. Hang on. Yeah, I didn't realize you could kick it through.
What if we put it like
We could. Or at least there. I do. It has to be at the very top. You're right.
push it down?
Oh.
I don't think that's
Ah,
actually
no. It has to hit it down here and then over.
Mm,
No, it
no,
won't work.
'cause you
either.
have to. Well, you're gonna have to move this, I think,
Can you?
or at least use. No, I mean not from where you have it, but
You don't think there's a way to move it?
right. Can I try?
If you want.
I just want to see. I feel like it should be easy, but we're like making it.
Do you want your mic?
I mean, I guess.
There you go.
Okay. Crunchy. Actually, no, wait. I have an idea now. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Let me think. Hmm. No, wait. Wait. Hmm. I don't think that's what I wanted to do, but whatever, we're just gonna roll with it for the moment.
Are we missing a piece?
I don't think so.
Well, we can always come back and try to solve this one.
Yeah. I mean, hold on. Let me give it one more try.
Can the ball bounce?
No. This isn't gonna work either. No.
We'll come back to it.
Meh.
I've already explored through the house.
Did you go upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
What was upstairs?
A bedroom and a locked room.
That's the front door, but I'm not leaving until I figure out what Mr.
What?
Skeleton Man was up to.
You can go out through the door in the study area in the back.
Yeah, but eventually I think you can go out through there too. Just not yet. But let's try here.
Interesting.
That should keep you guys quiet for a while.
I got a fruit.
Apparently.
Into the graveyard we go. Which way you want to go? Left or right?
Left? It's a shroom. Oh, that was fruitful.
Eventful. Ahaha. Okay, what? Okay, let's go this way. Interesting.
So we gotta get all the feathers up.
Oh, they have something. Okay then.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna give up now. Oh yeah. Let me walk like way. Which way do we go?
Oh, you can choose. This reminds me of a classic Clue PC game I used to play.
We're gonna get lost.
That's okay.
But we need the little thing so we can go out. garden. Whomping willow. Oh. Writhing roots. These names, though.
Ah. Church. No, just
I
kidding.
need a key. Stairs.
More mushrooms.
I like I need those at some point.
Is that the code for the thing?
What thing?
Those gargoyles.
I don't know. It could be for a lot of different things.
Can you go further? No.
Style. No.
You went up there, right?
Thought so.
That
Oh
was-
yeah.
She came from the wrong direction.
Oh yeah, we did.
Or
this.
maybe not.
We'll go. We don't know what we're doing. We're just looking around. Plants? Okay. Some plants. Mushrooms. What's this? Dandelion.
Hello again.
I'd better get going.
Fare thee well.
Yes?
I'll let you get back to work.
Well, now what do
Awesome.
we do?
Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet.
Oh, we can call people.
All done. Still have to do that. I haven't done that.
No?
Hmm.
Okay, well, I guess I should go looking more. Not too much on there yet. These
Yeah.
teeth. Yeah, he's into eyeballs and teeth, isn't
Well, it is New Orleans.
he? Yeah, for sure. Gnarls. I'm not sure. It's an eyeball. Nope. This. Nope. Alligators. Oh yeah. I
Interesting.
think she can get eaten by them. Slumber Garden. We saw that one. We saw that one. We saw that one. Saw that guy. Went there. I don't think we went here.
I don't think so.
Saw that. Oh, we didn't go here either.
Okay. There's apparently
have
a
to go to-
combination on one of these.
Yeah. I think it's that. Oh. It is like the one thing though. The one where she got this, right? There was that bird. A birdie. Is that for here? Yeah. Oh, they each have different around them. So we know that this one's
The
supposed to be the
first
bird.
one.
So we probably just don't know the other one. This one's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Oh, we would have to... So to get to the ones that we missed... Wait. Okay, so we come in through here, right?
Is it not done here?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right. So we go to the fountain. We go straight to the tree. Then we take a straight at the tree. And when we get to this mausoleum, we go left, down. No, we did go there.
Yeah, I guess we did go there.
So the one that we didn't go to is Crowning Crypt, or this one, I think. So we go into the fountain, take a right, and then go down. Let's try that. We'll go back outside.
Yes, we did.
I haven't done that. Can't check that off yet. I haven't done that.
Well, this is the cemetery, not the garden. So.
explored all of this.
I don't know if we want here.
I think we've already seen it all.
Perhaps. No, I was trying to find this. Oh, this is what we have. The alligator.
Hmm.
Yeah, we need those things. Okay. And we can escape by boat? Now we can check them.
Check.
Oh. The mini crypt. Maybe it's on the actual building.
It's the one that had the, I think, the northwest east thing.
Oh.
I don't remember which one it is, but
Where else we get to it? I think if you go back this way. Yeah, this.
To figure out if there's anything camouflaged in that design, I'm gonna need some paper.
Okay. Maybe we should go ask the creepy boy.
okay. Hey, welcome back, Pizza. We appreciate the alert.
Hello again.
That made me want.
Do you by any chance have some plain paper that I could use?
I most certainly do. But it's up in my room, and I'm afraid I cannot retrieve it for you until I'm finished here. You get the sudden urge to draw a picture?
Something like that. I know, I'll help you. That way you'll get done faster.
Gracious, you are the picture of impatience, aren't you? Well, I appreciate the offer. But here, why don't you just take this instead? It's an extra key to my room.
It's a
The
key.
paper's in a drawer in my nightstand. Just go on up and help yourself. But make sure you lock the door when you leave, you hear? You I trust. But Henry, him I do not.
I really appreciate this.
Oh,
And long as you're
puppy.
going up there, my appetite could use a little placating.
No, it's
so I
locked
would be
for
much
you.
obliged if you would bring me a candy bar from my nightstand. And take one
I
for
need a
yourself while
key.
you're at it.
What's your favorite line?
Mm-hmm.
Give me this mouse back.
Ew.
Yeah. Just for now. I want to unlock a door. You always get to do the door unlocking. Great. I don't like how short this is.
Not that one.
Let's snoop around. Because that's what Nancy does. She snoops.
Can you take more than one?
Nope. Oh, Oliver.
One for Renee. And one for me. Mm. Yeah.
She's gonna eat them all.
Oh my gosh.
I better get an award for this.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Gosh, these things are good.
One more.
Probably have to eat like 30 of them.
Who that? Oliver. We can make potions.
Okay.
So she has powder. Maybe she threw something at us. Oh yeah, creepy symbol.
That looks fine to me.
Right. Oh, do we have to draw some of these? Okay. That one? Nope. Which one did I do first? That one? Oh, okay. What, Ellie? Oh. What's the other one? Shoot. Hold on, bud. I can't remember. Oh, that one. This one? It was this one. No. Why can I never remember? How am I so dumb? This one. Yay. Finally. they redo themselves?
I don't know. Probably not.
So close. Which is the other one I need? Oh. Nope. No. That middle one's not right. Oh, it's that one. Wait. Oh, I missed one. No. That, I think. Nope. Do you know any of them?
Maybe.
This one. That's what I was looking. No, that's not correct. Okay, so. Ah, shoot. No. There was one. This one. Not that one.
Not that one.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
This. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, now I need this one. And this one. Nope. Yeah. And so this one, I think. No, that can't be right. This one. This one. This one. And then the ones with like the X's on top. It was so close. Nope. Yeah. What's the water one? That one. Okay, now. Eight. It's not that one. Which one is it then? That looks the same. That one. Mm-mm. Okay. Remember this.
Mm-hmm.
We need this one. We need not that one. That one. This one.
I think it's that one.
This one and which was the
It's on the
accent?
other side.
Here?
Maybe one up.
Okay, well we need these three. Okay, three bottom ones. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Struggle. Hoodoo.
Za.
Blah 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 blah.
You remind me of a man. What?
Maybe I remind her of a man.
Oh, I don't know. What man?
What man?
The man with the power? What? I'm so confused.
Okay, so she's casting spells. So the power of voodoo.
What is that from?
Bada kapataza. Boohoo lumu vuzu. Dihi jimi tiwi. Kodu. Is it do? Kodo pogo moro.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna get kicked off stream. Okay, so what is this? This is the stuff that's on our wall, right?
Maybe?
Yeah, I remember this ba one, I think.
You could go
Ba
look.
ha 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 ha. Okay, so let's find out what spell she's casting. That's it?
T-A-O, Andrew, what is up, my guy?
Tee-hee.
How's your weekend been? How have you been?
Oh, I like her plants. So there's that.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, see? Ba. Humbug. You need to write this down. Ba. Whatever
Just take a picture.
Oh, you're so smart.
I'm glad it's been pretty good.
He's clearly gonna fall asleep soon.
Probably.
Because we did a lot of digging yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Too much digging.
Okay, ba.
Got to see
Ramu.
Flash and rewatch Across the Spider-Verse with my fam. Ooh, very
Hey,
nice.
that just reminded me of what's that show with the sheep, Babe? Don't they say ba Ramu?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, ba.
Nate is not long for this world. No, I'm not.
Ba.
I-
Za. Baza. Lu. Bazalu. Pa. Bazalupa. And then D.
What on earth is hoodoo? You know what hoodoo
Dimu.
is. Haven't you ever heard of a hoodoo
Dimuka.
doll,
Dimuka.
Andrew?
Baza. Baza. What did I say? Mu? No, Bazalu.
It's like hood voodoo. Yes, exactly.
Bazalupa. Bazalupa. Remember that. Bazalupa. Mu.
Where's the
Ka.
question? Oh my gosh. Who do this?
Somebody write that in the chat so I don't forget. Okay? I need Bazalupa.
I don't know.
Okay, you write it.
Why don't you write it down?
Fine, I will.
You got the. This is why Mom and I had a notebook,
I
especially
always
for Nancy
had one.
Drew.
I had like a. I like made it to look like one of those ransom notes on the front. It was like my Nancy Drew notebook. I know. You can
Bazalupa,
judge me, but it
Oompa
was cool.
Loompa.
That's all I'm gonna say. Nancy. Okay. Ba. Za. No, not Zach. Come on now. And it's
Efron.
no. And it autocorrected ba to nah.
Nah,
Nah.
fam.
Bazalu pa di mu ka. Right? Ah. It's falling off.
Is that it? There's only 3 on the last part.
What? Yeah. Okay. We good now. I don't know what that's for, but I know what it says now.
Well, that's good. Well, now we can
Wait,
go.
did it say anything in that book on what it's actually supposed to mean? Because I didn't read it.
And
Okay. Diddle-diddle-diddle. Vocalize the appropriate. More common than enchantment involves writing the symbolic equivalent of the spell in an object placed between the originator of the spell and the recipient. Practice known as spectriloquy. Once a spell is broken down into visual sounds, each sound is translated into a letter from the spectral alphabet, then drawn left to right on a fence, wall, window, etc. Okay. Well, no, that didn't help me. Allie, do you need something?
we'll go confront the old lady, accuse her of all the wrong she's done.
Yeah. Of being the skeleton man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She is a wicked woman.
I have to take Oliver to get his nighttime snack.
Okay.
You bring me that Cocoa Kringle bar like I asked?
Right here.
Bless you. I'm so hungry I could devour these plants I'm potting up, dirt and all. How
Ollie
else
emo.
may I be of service to you?
Whose boat is tied up down there where the bayou comes up to the cemetery? Do you know?
That would be my boat. Comes in very handy when I need to forage for certain swamp-dwelling plants.
Those weird symbols on the wall in your room. Do you know who painted them?
I did. Fact of the matter is, there's a spirit living in that wall.
Why are they living in
A
the wall?
spirit.
Got a voice that'd send shivers down the spine of Dracula himself. Used to hear it sometimes, in the dead of night, half talking, half whispering, saying this one word I never heard before, like it was from a language no one on earth spoke. And suddenly, I knew. The spirit was trying to cast a spell on me. So I got me a book and found out that by painting the word I heard on the wall, syllable by syllable, in hoodoo signs, I could counteract the word's power. And you know what? The spirit has not spoken that word or any other since.
What was the word?
Darling, a sack full of water moccasins couldn't get me to say that word out loud. Nor will I write it down. No, sir. Not ever, ever, ever.
I'll leave you to your potting.
Come see me anytime.
Mm-hmm. Never again, lady. We out. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Alright, I guess we can go, to here. Scribbly scribble. Nope. Scribbly. Call Bess. But I got a thing. Oh my gosh. Do I have to go get paper for every single... No, I don't. Okay, we're good. Ooh, Bess. Alright, we'll call Bess in a moment. Hang on. I just need one more. I just did one bar. This one? No. I already have that one. This one. I mean, I guess we could do all of them, but... It's a worm. Hey, look. It's a bird. Best friend. She's my best friend. Clever boy. Hey, yo, we can go unlock the thing of unlockables. What? What? I don't know. Hey, J-Cat, what's up? How's it going? We're calling Bess.
Hello?
Bess, hi, it's me.
Hey, Nance. I just got back from shopping, which I am happy to report is fantastic here. So, what's going on with you?
A lot.
A lot is in a whole bunch of fun stuff?
Let me start by telling you what happened when I arrived at Henry's house. I walked up to the front door and discovered it was open. So I walked in.
How Crystal Skull going? Oh, it's going pretty well so far. We're
You were knocked out
little over an
by
hour
a
into it.
skeleton wearing a red ascot?
Someone dressed as a skeleton wearing a red ascot. Although the housekeeper here
How have
thinks
you been
it really
doing?
was a skeleton, Mr. Death. But then, she's a little strange.
You think it was a burglar?
I'm not sure. I caught him or her sneaking around this scale model of a cemetery. And later, I found a tracing of something right by it. So if I could just figure out what it's a tracing of, and what, if anything, it has to do with that model cemetery, I might be able to figure out who Skeleton Man is.
I know that tone of voice. You're not leaving there until you've done
You're pretty
just
early
that,
in.
are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I also found some kind of receipt in the
Yeah.
fireplace that
Not-
may or
not
may
too
not
far
be a
in.
clue.
What's it a receipt for?
That's what I need to find out. See, it's half burned up. All I can read is the receipt number and the name of the place it's from. Zeke's.
Zeke's? You gotta be kidding me.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, I'm sitting here on our balcony in the French Quarter looking down at a place across the street called Zeke's.
That's great. So go over there and ask whoever's behind the counter what receipt number 21-3872 is for.
Maybe it's for pizza. Wait, why did we stop here? It's going. Got a little headache, so I'm here for the Nancy Drew cure-all. Oh, I'm sorry your head's hurting. I hope it feels better. But glad you're here. Gadzooks. So yeah, we become best. I forgot. Oh, interesting. So I gotta choose. I was like, did the game just freeze?
You want me
Mining
to
time?
snoop?
Ooh,
I
Minecraft?
wouldn't call it snooping.
Forget it. Not gonna do it.
Bess,
I'm not good at that sneaking around stuff, Nancy. I get nervous, my tongue gets all knotted up, my palms sweat, to say nothing of my armpits.
Bess, receipt number 21-3872. Just go in and ask what it's for. No big deal.
Maybe not for you.
Bess, you can do it.
This is not gonna end well, I just know it. Okay, I'll call you as soon as it's over.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, headaches are sag. Big sag. We are not Nancy Drew. This is no longer a Nancy Drew stream. This is a best stream. Because it is the best stream out there, y'all. Oh, boy. A best Marvin stream. Haha. This is Marvinless. Marvinless. Okay, this guy is one of my favorite characters. in all the Nancy games, and I have so much pity for the poor guy for reasons you'll soon see. Oh boy. What? Why am I? Oh gosh. Sure. I want to stop fooling with that. Oh, this part was fun. Well, I just left apparently, so here we are. All right, where is? Hey, hey! I'm talking to you. Okay, no one's home. Oh, hey.
Hey, doing a little end of the day shopping, huh? See something you like?
I like everything.
I like everything.
That's what I want to hear. I'm Lamont. This is my place. So if you got any questions, I'm the guy to ask.
Actually, I do have a question. This friend of mine found the number of a receipt that came from this shop, and she asked me to ask you what the receipt is for. But if you're really busy, or you'd rather not, or it's against the rules,
No problem. What's the number?
21-3872.
21-3872. Here we go. That ticket was for a large box of assorted unknown items I bought from Henry Bolay. And, that's all I can tell you.
That jump. Remind me, is anyone else in the chat familiar with this game, or am I the other one? Pizza and Nesca are. I am not. Sword unknown.
Assorted unknown items?
It's a box with a bunch of different things in it, kind of like a grab bag. Look, I just don't want to make trouble for anyone, okay?
Okay.
Where's the box now?
It's still in the back room. I haven't had a chance to really go through it yet. Hey, is there something else I can help you with? Beads, hula dolls, old books. Got great deals on all of them.
Is Henry Bolay a friend of yours?
No,
Is
I met him
she?
at the reception at Bruno's house following the funeral. Gave Henry my card, said when he wanted to start liquidating, he should give me a call.
Was Bruno a friend of yours?
Way I hear it, Bruno Bolay didn't have any friends. But I wish he had been my friend. I mean, that house of his is filled with junk. He kept everything. For someone in my business, the place is knick-knack heaven.
This is one of my faves, but it's been a long time since I've played it, so I don't remember all the details. I love Lamont, such an underused character. It's been forever for me too.
Seeing as this place is called Zeke's, and it's your place, shouldn't your name be Zeke?
Guy I bought this place from wouldn't sell it to me unless I swore I wouldn't change the name. So I didn't. Funny thing was, his name wasn't Zeke either.
I'm gonna keep browsing if that's okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, what is... Oh my gosh. How are you supposed to know where anything goes? Oh, wait. The dust marks? No. No. You'll figure this out soon enough. Don't worry about it for the moment. Okay. Wow, why? There it is.
This might come in handy. Ooh, P.U. Ooh, they weren't kidding.
Oh boy. Did she just steal that powder? Probably. She stole it. She's a thief. Nancy. Go check your task list as best. Oh.
Hello? Good news and bad news, Nance. I found out that the receipt is for a box of stuff that Lamont, that's the guy who owns Zeke's, bought from Henry Bolet.
No kidding. What kind of stuff did Henry sell him?
That's the bad news. The box is in a back room, and it contains assorted unknown items, and that's all Lamont would tell me. Said something about not wanting to get anyone in trouble. So, looks like that's that.
No. You've got to get into the back room and find out what's in that
Oh
box.
my gosh, that's
Which
illegal.
means you're probably going to have to, you know.
Oh no, I'm not going to snoop, Nancy Drew. I told you, I'm a lousy snooper.
You've got to, Bess. The place could close by the time I got down there and tried to do it myself. And knowing what's in that box could be really important.
Could be? I'm supposed to risk life, limb, and liberty for something that could be important?
Yes, Bess, please, just find a way to distract this Lamont guy. Look through the box and leave. You can do that, okay?
You owe me, Nancy Drew. Oh, do you owe me?
You're the greatest. You really are.
I think you can talk to the guy outside the shop too. Not yet. Want to read the paper? Oh, okay. Yeah. Doesn't look like quite yet.
Evening.
Best
what
is such
can
a
I do
mood.
for you?
Oh.
There you go.
Mm-mm.
You know, if we just keep eating food, we'll never have time to go into here and get into the back room. Task list. Where is my task list? Here, there. Do what Nancy said and see if anyone... Yeah, okay.
Done.
Come up with a way to distract Lamont so we can look around. Okay. Hey, yo! Lamont! I got an idea. Watch this.
And she's back.
What's up with all those bottles of weird stuff over there?
Hoodoo's something some of the more superstitious people around here practice. They think if you mix certain herbs and roots a certain way and drink them, or carry special objects around in little mojo bags, it can give you a supernatural edge in your daily life.
You need a hint for how to distract Lamont. Just say the word.
Does it work?
All I
can
can
figure out
tell
though.
you is...
I think I
stuff
need
I
to
got
just
in
use
here
the
sells like hotcakes.
sneezing
Somebody
powder.
thinks it works, so hey, who knows?
I think I'll look around some more.
Take your time.
Take my time.
Still here, huh?
I just...
I think I'll look around some more.
You got a question, just holler.
What is this? Try the green guy, I think. Oh.
Ew, P.U.
Come on, surely I can give this guy sneezing powder. Our Hang on. Let me see. So weird.
Ew, P.U. Ew, P.U.
Gosh.
Hey,
Why do I have this thing anyways?
I think I'll look around some more.
take your time.
Try all those again, the powders? I went through them once. But okay. Hmm.
Ooh, they weren't kidding.
Yeah, that one.
Ooh, they weren't kidding.
I took the sneezing powder from there. Okay. I might need a little hint. I'm confused. Unless I missed something here. Use the stuff on the shelves to make a chain reaction to distract the mon. Oh. Shelf stuff. The stuff you were trying to move actually. Ah. Chain reaction. Thought that was later, but I guess not. Well, it's later. Hmm. Fan. Yeah. Ah, this will go boop. Bowling ball at the top. If you want to test it /start, click on the stool thing in the corner. Oops, not that.
Still need some work.
Maybe we put this here.
Well, I've got the right idea.
Let's see. Oh, nope, go back.
That doesn't quite cut it.
Okay, so I guess this one wasn't the right spot.
Still needs some work.
Alright, so maybe music's on the bottom? All music?
I'm getting there, I think.
Teeth up here? Ew. If something is correct, it'll continue on. So that record player is in the right place? Okay.
Still needs some work.
Alright, so the record player is basically all we've got right. This up here? You coming soon?
That doesn't quite cut it.
So far, you could have more stuff done, but the step after the record player isn't. Okay. Step
I
after.
left Valley outside.
Okay.
I couldn't handle watching you with this. Okay,
What?
give me this. There's one thing. I think. Maybe. But we need something. It's gonna push.
Still needs some work.
Oh wait, maybe it's here. What?
You came in here to be
Yeah,
like, you're
to
doing this
steal it
wrong,
from
and then
me.
I'm not. And it's,
Try that.
That doesn't quite cut it.
That doesn't quite cut it.
instead of moving stuff around, focus on the steps. Record player starts, and then what?
Okay,
Yeah,
wait, does it go this direction?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's what do you want after?
I thought it was gonna start up. I guess
That doesn't quite cut it.
okay, now we need something here. Let's try this. Wait, no. Let's try this.
Well, I've got the right idea.
More book?
Ball? Yeah.
That doesn't quite cut it.
Okay, so this one.
Close, but no cigar.
Just love this song.
No.
I'm getting there, I think.
Probably the ball next, and then the
I
accordion.
thought we tried the ball. Maybe nothing.
No, you put the ball on where the teeth are. Yeah. And it didn't do anything.
Should we try that? I thought I did that.
You did that, yeah.
So what do you say? Ball where?
To the left.
Here.
Yeah. Teeth back.
I see what you're saying.
Close, but no cigar.
I think now is a good time to say you are also missing an object to put into the chain reaction. I think that will really be a distraction for Lamont. Anyone else wondering why Lamont hasn't said anything to the lady reorganizing shelves and repeatedly popping balloons?
There we go.
Ah.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, I don't think Lamont has an issue with any of this.
Close, but no cigar.
This is just doing some rearranging, exactly. No big deal.
I don't know.
Still needs some work.
What am I missing? This can't go anywhere. So, I've tried this here, right?
Yeah.
I've tried the other. Is there something wrong here? Look at the teeth.
Time to go to bed, have fun, and don't die. Alright, Pizza. Thank you so much for being here and
Close,
hanging
but
out.
No cigar.
I hope you have a good rest tonight, and I hope you have a fantastic week. And we will catch you later. And try not to die.
I'm getting there, I think.
I think so.
doesn't quite cut it.
So it's 20 teeth. Unless we are missing.
Still needs some work. That doesn't quite cut it.
Look good to me.
Yeah?
Hmm.
That doesn't quite cut it.
You don't quite cut it, Nancy.
Wow.
They're all the same at this
No,
point.
they're not.
We still missing something? These teeth ain't doing nothing. We should skip all this. Why not? Sure. I guess we just had the ball in the wrong spot.
There, that should do it. Lamont, could you help me?
Sure, what do you need?
I can't quite reach that bottle up there. Could you get it for me?
Sure.
No, watch poor Lamont. Oh boy.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I'll go get you something. What do you need?
Nose spray. Back room.
No spray, back room, got it.
We didn't know he has a very bad illness and he will soon die. Anyways. Poor guy. Oh, puppy.
Cute dog.
What?
Hold on. Look, we have one of those.
Maybe. He will literally sneeze forever. He will not ever stop until you go into the back. Someone on YouTube just stayed on the screen and was sneezing for an entire hour. Dang.
Just got out of his misery.
I know. I was just wondering
Meanwhile,
this
Beth
summer.
sneezed like 4 times. Like, we good.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you gonna read it?
I kind of did.
No, read it forever.
I don't know. What?
Oh.
I don't know. Something blank was just wondrous. This summer, we both stayed in the south of France for only a few days to visit some old friends. This person spent far too much time in the kitchen. Golden braised pork shoulder roast with turnips and roasted plums and an entire quail wrapped in looks like pull pastry. We brought only a simple chocolate cake from the street baker. That was our dinner. She does things like that, you see, always trying to show us the quest. That's how she is.
Show off the gas. You hate reading cursive, don't you?
I can't. That's how she is I must be off to the post quickly, boat, before the log rolls in. I'm expecting parades. We hope that all is well. Please keep in touch. Most conditionally,
Oh my gosh.
Amalinda.
Good job.
Con-
Very proud of
Cordially.
you.
Thank you.
Wait, what's his
Henry.
but
For
Bolay? What's the other guy? Bruno. Maybe we have to wait for Bolay.
yeah.
There's something in here.
No, I don't think so. Or Lamont sneezing nonstop in the background. I know. We should just go out the emergency exit and leave him.
I need to go through that box for Nancy, then get the nose spray for Lamont.
Dang. That's harsh. I know.
Should I do it?
I don't know. I think that's called dying. While we're in the back room, they're like, "Hey, Nancy."
Hello?
I can tell you what's in the box of stuff Henry Bolay sold to the curio shop. Ready?
Let's hear it.
Okay. I found a really old photo of a boy and a dog, and there was a photo of an iguana dressed up like a pirate.
What?
You heard me. And there's a costume in the box of a skeleton man.
Really?
Thought you'd like that. There's also a box that's locked by some kind of letter combination and that has two pieces of paper stuck to it. On the first piece is a bunch of goofy stuff written by someone named Amalinda, and on the second is a bunch of numerical references to passages from Hamlet, some of which don't even exist according to a note that I think Lamont made.
Did you unlock the box?
No, I have no idea how.
Well, maybe there's something on those two pieces of paper that'll tell you.
I'm not going to open the box.
Yes, you are. You have to. There could be something really important inside.
Because of me, Lamont's out there having a sneezing conniption. I need to get him some nose spray before he breaks some part of his body I didn't even know he had.
Bess, please. We've got to be thorough. And you've come too far to give up now. You can do it. I know you can.
Oh, all right.
Awesome. Maybe I can help you.
No, that's okay. I'll try to figure it out on my own.
Well, if you change your mind, just call.
Sorry.
Roger. Over and out.
I didn't know I had another option. One, three, two.
You could just call Nancy back.
Hello?
It's me. Still haven't unlocked that box.
Want me to try to help you?
No thanks.
In a word, yeah.
Okay. My guess is that some kind of code is involved. You said that there are numerical references on the second page?
Yeah, to passages from Hamlet.
Maybe all that matters is the individual numbers and what order they're in. Try applying the numbers to what Amalinda wrote. Like, if the first number's 3, write down what the third letter is.
And if the second number's 5, I count 5 letters from there and write it down. Okay, I can do this. I won't call you again until after I've opened it.
Maybe.
Okay.
So
Wait, let me take a
32.
picture. No, you start with a 1.
What's the 3 and the 32?
What? It says 1.
Yeah, 1, 3, 32.
Right. And I'll go to the left.
L.
Wait, 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 One. 1, 2.
Oh, wait, you want?
E.
What? E? It's V.
No, I think she said from that one.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that one. And now 32. 1, 2. I'm gonna use this because I don't know which one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 4. One. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's try this.
What about the X?
Okay. L E N
Dr. Boulay.
Whoa, this is
completes
weird.
our
I better call
transaction.
Nancy and read
The
this to her word
whisper
for word.
is now yours. Oh, whatever.
Wow, Bess, that is weird.
No, I'll tell you what's weird. The box the letter is in is padded, and it has this round indentation in it that's the exact size of a human skull. It's like it used to contain a skull, but now it doesn't.
Good job, Bess. I'm gonna poke around here and see if I can find out anything about a skull called the Whisperer. You better go take care of Lamont.
Would you believe it? The guy is still sneezing. He must keep nose spray around because something's wrong with his sinuses. Oh, he's gonna hate me.
Probably. You're a monster, Bess.
Nancy put her up to it.
Yes?
I'll check back with you later.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Hello again.
I'll leave you to your
All right,
potty.
we're just, you know what we're
Fare thee
gonna go do?
well.
You know what we're gonna go do? Gotta go with the miniature model. Yeah.
Oh, and do that unlock.
Yeah.
Good
'Cause-
idea.
Stop it.
I know.
Stop it.
I did that too.
All
Fix that
right.
bird.
Worm is. Oops.
That one right below.
Bone is flowers. Oh wait, this is caskets.
No,
Yeah.
no, no.
Huh? Yeah, this
That
one.
one's- Oh,
I got a key. All right. I also made a sketch of the other one again, the bird.
oh.
Got two now. Yeah, it's just boring stuff.
Wait, well maybe there's the whisper.
Oh, there's
Oh,
more.
it's just where people go.
Yeah. I'm sure at some point this will be important. Oh boy.
Coming back to me.
Oh boy.
Maybe you should solve that little guy.
There is no solving it.
Yes, there is.
This-
I feel like we're so close. Like it shouldn't be this hard.
I don't know if there's a mechanic we just don't know about yet.
No, I think we're just. You should look it up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oops. What?
wait. Start it over. Oh, wait.
Hmm.
Okay, should I follow it over? You have to push it one way.
That's the third time I've done that now.
Okay, push it so it covers it up. We didn't do it right. We gotta start over. Okay, so do that first.
Oh, hi.
Third from the top.
Here.
From the top.
Here.
Like down.
We're back right where we were.
Yeah, just hold that. Do this whenever you need. Oh, okay. Push it for the second. Okay, now push the marble. Now push the marble up. So now, hold on, before you do anything.
You're on the right track.
One moment. Okay, now what you want to do is go to that marble.
Yeah, and push it over to the beam.
Okay, now you can go back and take the block and put it in. Just don't get it stuck. I think you're gonna have to. Yay.
Nice.
That was rough.
Little bit.
Take your eyeball.
I see. Ahaha.
Yeah, let's check something.
Check. Check. Did that. Check. Can't check that off yet.
Oh, found the key to the crypt.
Did that.
That's
Did that.
wait. Oh no.
Check. Check. I haven't done that. All done. Check. Check.
Hold on.
Check. Can't check that off yet.
So now
Wait, let me.
you'll go open.
Yeah. Think so.
One loquat's all I need right now.
You're a loquat, Nancy.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow. Going.
trying to explore every square inch. Out of the garden. Oops. Alright, turn around, turn around. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep.
This must be the painting that goes in that empty frame.
Creepy. Claude. Not Claude. Marcel. Is that it? Alright, let's go restore the frame to its glory.
Yeah.
It's former glory. Not a clip. I think there's only one, but
Hello again.
yeah. I
I'll
didn't
leave
wanna
you to
talk
your potting.
Come see me anytime.
No.
What?
Stop.
I'd better
Leave me
get going.
alone.
Thanks for coming by.
You're harassing me.
Just clicking things.
She's harassing me. What?
Let's talk to this guy. We
Yes?
keep trying.
I'll check back with you later.
We're not gonna
Whatever.
be that forward yet. Figured Nancy would just be like, "Why are you out there?" She likes to ask those questions.
Nosy
Oh, wait,
Nancy.
where's the pictures?
Back in there.
In here?
Yeah.
Oh,
That, that's not creepy at all.
no, it's completely normal. There we go. This guy looks like he needs some sleep.
It's an axe murderer.
How about, oh, goodness. How about this monkey?
Mm.
Lolly.
I feel like restoring that painting was a waste of our time.
Maybe. You know, we can get this in the car.
Yes?
I'll let you get back to work.
Whatever.
Whatever.
No. I didn't mean to click it. No.
That was fast.
I'll check back with you later.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Oh, huh. Okay, now we should call him. He's the one who sent this.
Hello, Nancy?
Hey, Ned.
It's about time you called. Did you make it to New Orleans okay?
No.
Yep.
Have you seen Henry?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that. Is he okay?
He's fine. Well, he's the executor of his great-uncle Bruno's estate, which he's not real happy about. But he and his great-uncle weren't that close, so he's not grief-stricken or anything.
Well then, are you okay?
Other than being attacked on my way into Henry's house by a skeleton wearing a red ascot and getting knocked out by the smoke bomb he threw at me, I'm fine too.
What?
Let's just say that I've stumbled onto a mystery, and I'm not leaving till I solve it.
She
Why
has
am I not
issues.
surprised? Is Bess with you?
No, but she has been helping me.
So tell me about this skeleton man.
Well, it was someone in a costume, obviously. He or she was leaning over something in the great room when I walked in and surprised them.
So they threw a smoke bomb at you and ran?
Yeah, I must have interrupted whatever they were doing.
What were they leaning over?
A scale model of the cemetery next door. Henry says his great-uncle Bruno made it so he could keep track of who was buried there. Apparently, Bruno used to oversee the cemetery. And right near the scale model, I found a tracing of some kind of symbol. I'm thinking maybe Skeleton Man dropped it.
Why would Skeleton Man be interested in the scale model of a cemetery?
Good question. Maybe I'll take a real good look around
We
in there
already
and see
did.
if I can find out.
Well, not
Good
why
idea.
he's interested.
No, the key.
I'm still trying to figure out how you got to be friends with Henry.
Well, we're not best friends or anything. Heck, we're not really even friends. I just feel sorry for the guy. I mean, he never hangs out with anyone between classes, and when I'd heard there'd been a death in the family, I just wanted to make sure he was okay all by himself down there.
Don't worry, he's fine. Although I think he misses his parents a
What?
lot. I saw him out in the cemetery by what I think is
Uh-oh.
their crypt. He seemed pretty upset.
I'm not surprised. I get the feeling that what Henry looks like on the outside is just the opposite of what he looks like on the inside.
You know, you're a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, I know.
Bruno Bolet's housekeeper, Renee, is still here, despite the fact that she and Henry don't really get along that well.
Why do you think she's staying on?
She says it's because Bruno paid her in advance.
But you don't believe her.
10% of Bruno's estate is supposed to go to her, only she thinks, and with kind of good reason, that Henry's been selling off Bruno's assets on the sly. So it wouldn't surprise me if she's staying on so she can try to bust him.
What's this kind of good reason stuff?
I know for a fact that Henry sold a box of Bruno's things to a local curio shop.
So this Renee person isn't just being paranoid.
What this Renee person is freaky.
In what way?
She wanted me to drink some strange-looking concoction after I passed out from the smoke bomb, but she refused to tell me what was in it. And she wears this weird little pouch around her neck. Says what's inside it connects her to the energy that powers the universe.
She's probably harmless, but stay on her good side, just in case.
No, she just gave us, like, concoctions with mystery ingredients and then has power of the universe around her neck.
Oh,
She's probably
baby.
harmless.
You
Should we
gotta-
ask for a hint?
Sure.
Wow, you just want all the hints. You really do need Junior to
Think you could give me a hint?
You bet.
that one.
When it comes to those buzzard statues in the garden, I know I'm probably supposed to make the feathers of that one buzzard form a certain pattern. But how am I supposed to know what that pattern is?
Keep your eyes peeled for a book which Bruno Bolet wrote, and once you find it, pay close attention to what he has to say about statues and keys.
Okay. Sure.
Great, I really appreciate it.
No big deal. See ya.
We should call the cab company just for the heck of it. I don't know why.
What are they for?
Let's find out.
Due to current weather and road conditions, cab service to the greater New Orleans area has been temporarily suspended. We regret being unable to serve you at this time.
I love how the other characters just know everything.
I know.
They should be the ones doing this, not us.
Maybe we should go back.
Why? Ask her to break in somewhere?
I don't know. Maybe she can do it.
Still have to do that.
What happened to the skull?
All done.
Okay, so we did that.
Can't check that off yet. Check. Still have to do that.
Are we missing something in the garden?
I don't know.
Alas.
There was an eye in the dresser.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Is this where we're gonna sleep? Oh wait, no, maybe this is Henry. You gotta unlock it every time? I like how we just keep looking.
It's the spare key.
Oh,
There's a book on the dresser.
yeah, I can do that.
Hmm. She just keeps going. Hmm. No, it's a dolly. We can have a tea party. Like in Phasmo. Hi, hi. Hey, Chris Andrew. What is up? Long time no talk. How are you doing? How's life been? You've caught us in the middle of a high suspense thriller.
Oh, come on.
Or more like a snoop and do illegal things game.
Illegal.
Yeah.
You just make people sleep. Is there anything else we're supposed to do?
I don't know.
They all look like skeletons.
Basically, yeah.
Maybe that was like a family trip. I really don't know what we're supposed to do now. The garden. Maybe I can find a book in here.
Could feed the iguana on the shelf.
How can I get
What was that?
That was Uncle Bruno's pet iguana, Iggy. He's always in here stealing paper. He must be using it to build a nest or something. Look, I had all those books arranged so they fit perfectly in that box. Put them back in, okay? I don't have time.
I'm doing
I
good.
just want to look through this one book.
Nancy Drew,
Go
game
right
cool.
ahead.
I'm glad
After
you're doing
you
good.
put all those other books back.
This is the
Oh, this is the
third.
book I wanna read.
The third Nancy Drew game I've ever played. Mhm.
Oh, this is your kind of thing.
Mhm.
You like these.
Mhm.
Here, I'll let you do it. Okay, I gotta go get socks. My feet are cold.
Okay. Is the back door closed? Oh, no. Easy fix, easy. Easy peasy. Chris Skulls, fact or fable? Hotchkiss. Chris Skulls are, there's a phone number. An overview. One of the most ancient and widespread legends known to humankind can be summed up thusly. Scattered over the earth are 13 humanoid skulls carved out of pure crystal. At some point in the future, fate will bring the 13 skulls together and they will speak, imparting wisdom that will save the human race from annihilation and usher in a golden era of peace and alignment. Hey, Chris Andrew, thank you so much for the lurk. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you being here. There are several versions of this legend. In one, the skulls were created by Mayans, Incans, or Aztecs, and collectively form a repository of information detailing how and why humans came to be. If you guys have ever watched Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, something like that, I don't know, then you'll get a little reference right there. Another legend credits their creation to the extraterrestrials who seeded the Earth with the human race and left the skulls behind to explain their actions at some point in the future. Yet another contends the skulls are ancient in origin, but more important, that each skull is somehow magical in and of itself. The distinctive gifts they offer their owners reputedly include precognition, clairvoyance, telekinesis, and of course, immortality. Some variations combine all of the above. Gotta take that. What is both indisputable and intriguing about the general legend and its smaller, colorful variations is that several mysterious crystal skulls have indeed been discovered in the past millennium, turning up in all corners of the earth. What follows is an examination of everything that is currently known about these skulls in hopes of separating the facts of their existence from the fantasies of human imagination. Oh yeah, there's a new indie movie. Looked kind of cool. Yes, I want to see that one. That actually looks good. It comes out in soon, right? July? Pick this up. The Whisperer. First documentary. Wait, do we need to read all of this? Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe July or August. All right, maybe we'll come back to this book. What do we find? Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. All right, cool. Oh, good. There's more teeth books. That's literally the next step, though. What? Reading that entire thing? Is that what you're saying? I'm supposed to read the entire book? The first documented reference to the crystal skull known as the Whisperer came in 1532, shortly after Hernando de Soto helped Francisco Pizarro ambush and capture the Incan emperor Atahualpa at the Battle of Cajamarca. De Soto's aide de camp, while updating de Soto's expedition records, noted that during Atahualpa's subsequent imprisonment, de Soto befriended the Incan ruler. Haley! Hello. Thank you so much for 32 months. I greatly appreciate that. How are you doing? It's good to see you. And because you subbed, you know what that means. I don't actually know if you know what that means. You might know what that means. I read a joke out of this book for every sub I get. So here we go. All right. All right. Here we go. I got a joke for you. You're blurry. There we go. Doctor, I've broken my arm in several places. The doctor replies, well, don't go to those places. Okay. Well, that sure is. I mean, it's fitting, right? It's Father's Day, and that's a dad joke, so. There it is. There it is. It's just, yeah. We're gonna switch back to this one. Yeah. This book has been an interesting addition to everything. I will say that. But Haley, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. We're just working our way through Nancy Drew and the Legend of the Crystal Skull. I'm about to read this very long book because of it. In time, Atahualpa told De Soto a secret. He possessed an exquisitely detailed life-size human skull that the ancient ones had carved out of pure, clear crystal. He happened upon it at a hut out of a deceased high priest whose astonishingly advanced age had caused his fellow priest, out of fear and jealousy, to slip him a fatal dose of poison. Atahualpa took a fancy to the skull and kept it, and soon realized that the skull, which he continued would sometimes whisper to him in an unearthly voice using unfamiliar words, was giving him immunity to all human elements. As long as he possessed the skull, Atahualpa told De Soto he would live forever. I bet it's in that wall upstairs. You may not have to read. I don't know, you said. But like the priest before him, and like everyone who possessed this particular skull after him, Atahualpa soon discovered that while the skull could perhaps protect him from the ravages of time and nature, it was no match for the treachery of his fellow man. To De Soto's great surprise and dismay, Pizarro had Atahualpa executed. Although there is no other mention of the skull in De Soto's records, it It's highly doubtful that the Spaniard would have left such a treasure behind when he returned to Europe in 1536. Indeed, the next documented reference to the crystal skull, which Atahualpa seems to have inadvertently bequeathed to De Soto, came in a letter written by a nobleman in the court of Philip II. They're the Austrian Habsburg family who took over the Spanish Empire in 1556. While a guest at the Habsburg Palace in Vienna, the nobleman mentions encountering a crystalline head of death, which a manservant swore made utterances strange and low, too terrible for the ear to bear. You really just have to know they're said to have powers, specifically immortality. Apparently the skull then made its way to France, most likely via Anne of Austria, who married King Louis the 13th of France in 1615, because the next reference to a death's head carved from remarkably clear crystal can be found in the manifest of a ship belonging to René Robert Cavelier, Sieur de la Salle, a French explorer who in 1684 was preparing for a journey that would take the skull, ironically, back to the New World from which it had come. The fact that La Salle took the skull with him on his expedition to colonize the Mississippi River Valley suggests that he may have been aware of its reputation for conferring immortality upon its owner. But once again, his real enemy proved to be not age or disease, but his fellow man. A group of his men stranded in what is now Texas after the expedition landed in the wrong place and antagonized the local Native Americans, eventually mutinied and killed La Salle so they could abandon their mission and head for the relative safety of the French outpost in Canada. The Whisperer, however, appears to have been left behind and didn't reappear until almost 200 years later. The photo to the right, found in the basement of a library in Jonesboro, Arkansas, suggested that by 1881, Atahualpa's crystal skull has been found itself in the hands of a traveling huckster who apparently used it to lure... Wait, is there a photo of the crystal skull? Potential patrons to his wagon so he could sell them various balms and elixirs. If he is the same Curtis Caldwell who, according to census records, settled in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, he lived and worked to the ripe old age of 93, dying only when a dissatisfied customer set fire to his house in a fit of anger. The Whisperer was in Caldwell's house, and no doubt survived the fire, but exactly what happened to it next has proved impossible to discern, and its current whereabouts is a mystery. What is known about the skull's previous owners could prove very useful in solving that mystery. For all the people who have possessed it have had two things in common. They lived for an unusually long time, and they always, without exception, met with death at the hand of another. In other words, the trail that leads to the discovery of this particular skull will likely be the one that begins with murder. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of reading, y'all. I'm telling you, the skull is it's in the wall upstairs in the ladies' room. It is upstairs. I just heard a murder. Yes, you did. Murder. Oh. Okay. Anyways. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Alright.
Yes?
I'm afraid you're going to be stuck with me for a while.
I'm afraid you're going to be stuck with me for a while.
Let me guess. Because of the big storm that's blowing in. Everyone in the city's freaking out and you can't get a cab.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Person at the bank told me. Just before she put me on hold for 2 hours. Don't worry. We've got plenty of food here. Beds, candles. You're welcome to
Do you
stay.
though? There's literally only 2 beds in this whole house, and there's 3 of us, bud. How did Bruno die, if you don't mind me asking?
How did Bruno die, if you don't mind my asking?
Just dropped dead in the front hallway. I mean, the guy was 95 years old. Here, check it out. Myocardial infarction. That's doctor speak for heart attack.
Attending physician Dr. Gilbert Buford, 504-555-9970. Was that Bruno's doctor?
And his best friend, or so I'm told. I've never met him.
Interesting keychain.
That's one of Uncle Bruno's glass eyes. It's the one he was wearing when he died.
How nice.
Anything else?
No.
I'll let you get back to work.
Sounds good.
Why wouldn't you let me keep the glass eye? Did he turn the crystal skull into glass eyes?
Hello again.
Did Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about a crystal skull? He may have referred to it as the Whisperer.
No, he never so much as mentioned a crystal skull, whispering or otherwise.
Were you in the house when Dr. Bolet passed away?
I was indeed. I was in the library cleaning when all of a sudden I heard a big thump. I hurried out to investigate, and sure enough, there was Dr. Bolet lying by the front door. And as I rushed over to him, the door opened and in walked Gilbert Buford. He took one look at Dr. Bolet and hollered at me to call 911. So I ran back into the library and did just that. When I came back out, Gilbert was leaning over Dr. Bolet, listening for breathing, I suppose. And then he started pushing up and down on his chest. But it was too late. Even I could tell that Dr. Bolet was gone.
What was he doing by the front door?
I assume he saw Gilbert coming and was going to open the door for him. Not that there was any need. As you yourself discovered, people around here seldom lock their front doors during the day. But you know, in the back of my mind, I have always wondered about Gilbert Buford showing up at the door at that exact moment.
I understand that Dr. Bolet had some interesting pets, like an iguana.
That man never met a creature he didn't like. He'd train them to do all kinds of silly tricks, then let them run free, inside the house as well as out.
Do you know how he went about training them?
I surely do not. Don't get me wrong. I liked Dr. Bolet, I truly did. But I swear, sometimes his activities made as much sense to me as bathing in a bayou full of gators.
Nice talking to you.
Gonna pass on that one. Alright. How do we take the shovel of death? So what have we learned? Not that.
Can't check that off yet.
This is taking.
Still have to do that.
Or what the those are the symbols.
Did that. All done. Check. Can't check that off yet. Check. I haven't done that.
I guess we'll call the doctor. Maybe not here though. And I said, doctor. Ooh, we can call Hotchkiss. Hello?
This is Dr. Gilbert Buford's answering service. How may I help you?
I need to talk to Dr. Buford. Could you maybe give me a number where I can reach him?
No, ma'am, I cannot. Is this an emergency?
Sort of. I mean, it's not a medical emergency. See, I'm only going to be in town for a short time, and Dr. Buford and I have this mutual friend who died recently, and I just really need to talk to him about it.
Need some consoling, huh?
Yes, I need some consoling. That's it exactly.
Well, tell you what. It's against the rules to give you his phone number, but I can tell you that now that he's all but retired, Dr. Buford spends most of his evenings at his favorite gumbo stand down in the French
he's the guy
Quarter.
on that,
If you
yeah.
really need to talk to him, you can probably find him there.
Great. Do you know the address?
It's at the corner of Rampart and Domain.
Did you say Rampart and Domain?
I did indeed. Granny Pumpkin's Cajun cooking. They make some darn fine gumbo.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I'm truly sorry about your
Oh my
loss.
gosh, Nancy.
My loss?
That mutual friend of yours and Dr. Buford's?
Oh, right. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Bye.
Smooth, Nancy. Alright, we're calling Hotchkiss.
Yes, hello?
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. Is this Professor Hotchkiss?
I am she. Nancy Drew. Your name has a ring to it. Do I know you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we met a little while back in Wisconsin.
Oh, yes. You were the delightful young lady doling out the samples in
I'm
the
a
tasting
delightful
room
young
of that
lady.
cheese factory. Yum, yum.
No, I met you at Wickford Castle.
That's ridiculous. cheese tasting room at Wickford Castle?
No, we were both guests there. I found a journal written by Marie Antoinette, which you translated. Remember?
Thanks to you, suddenly all I can think about is how wonderful a nice big slab of Colby cheese would taste right now. Listen, Mandy, I'm on a deadline, so if you could please just tell me why you called.
But my name isn't...
Deadline! Let's cut to the chase, shall we? Chop, chop.
Well,
Did a man from New Orleans named Bruno Bollet ever call you?
Ah, now there's a name you can remember. Bollet. Nice and French. I'm a scholar of French history, you know.
Yes, I know. So did Bruno Bollet call you?
Indeed he did. Oui, oui.
Why did he call, if you don't mind my asking?
Because he had read my book, of course. The Crystal Skulls. Fact or fable, one of my best efforts. Sold like hotcakes, smothered in a rich, tangy lemon sauce.
this lady likes her.
Did he say
food.
anything about owning one of the skulls himself?
I would have hung up on him straight away if he had. I tell you, Brandy, if I had $1 for every crackpot who's called claiming to own one of those skulls, I'd be able to dine at the Russian tea room every evening for the rest of my life. All right, that's a bit of hyperbole, but you get the picture. No. If memory serves, we talked mostly about the skull called the Whisperer. He wanted to know if I had learned any more about it since my book was published, which I hadn't, or if I had any theory as to what happened to it, which I didn't.
And that was the extent of your conversation?
Well, now, let me think. My, such insatiable curiosity, Nellie. You remind me of someone I encountered on one of my journeys. But for the life of me, I cannot remember her name or the circumstances.
Nancy Drew? Wickford Castle?
Ah! The eyes have it.
I'm sorry?
That's what Bruno Bollet said when I turned the tables and asked him if he had any idea where the Whisperer was. He said, the eyes have it. Then he chuckled and hung up.
Well, we are collecting eyes.
How much would a crystal skull like the Whisperer be worth?
In this crazy day and age, where the shorn hair and used tissues of celebrities get sold for thousands of dollars, there's absolutely no telling, Candy. $500,000 easily. Maybe even $1 million. Maybe 2. Maybe 10. The sky's the limit. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
If someone found a skull made of crystal, how could they be sure it's one of the crystal skulls?
Wonderful question, Francie. How indeed? Because there are sure to be thousands of fakes out there. Perhaps tens of thousands. But remember, the real skulls were made long before the tools commonly used for carving today were invented. Which means, let's put on our thinking caps.
Modern-day tools would have left marks if the skull was a fake?
Exactly so. Mind you, the marks on a good fake would be microscopic and thus imperceptible to the human eye. However, any thorough laboratory analysis would quickly unmask a counterfeit.
So the only way to prove that a skull is the real deal is by proving it's not a fake?
And by examining its provenance, its history of ownership. If it can be shown that a particular specimen has been passed along from antiquity into modern times and didn't just suddenly appear in, say, Germany in the mid-19th century, that would tend to support its authenticity as well.
The idea that the Whisperer can make its owner immortal, do you believe that?
I believe that things that defy any so-called rational explanations happen all the time, Nessie. Now, does that mean
Nessie.
there are mysterious external forces at work in the universe of which we do not and cannot ever have full knowledge? Or does it all boil down to us? If the human heart desperately wants something to be true, does the human mind have the power to make it true? Who knows? Oh, questions, questions, questions. Oh, how dreary life would be without them.
In your book, you said that all the people who've ever owned the Whisperer were murdered, yet Bruno Bollet dropped dead of a heart attack.
Are you saying the Whisperer was in his possession after all? The scallywag! Why didn't he tell me that? Oh, that's right, I would have hung up on him. Well, if that's the case, then I strongly suggest you take a close look at his so-called heart attack, Sandy. Because if he owned the skull and he died, I guarantee you it was at the hands of someone else. Or my name's not Beatrice Gertrude Winifred Hotchkiss.
I'd better go. Thank you.
Rock and roll!
Oh my gosh. This is like my anxiety having to make all these phone calls.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's me.
So what's been happening? Tell me everything.
Well, let's see. Since the last time we talked, I was just about getting ready to...
Interesting stuff.
But the reason I called is, I need you to talk to this doctor named Gilbert Buford, who, as it turns out, likes to hang out at a gumbo stand called Granny Pumpkin's Cajun Cookin'.
Never heard of
which
it.
should be right across from our hotel.
You just want me to talk to him? That's it? Nothing nefarious? No black ops stuff?
He was Bruno Bollet's doctor, and apparently his best friend, too. I just need for you to see if he thinks there was anything weird about the way Bruno died.
What do you mean by weird?
I mean, I kind of think maybe Bruno was murdered.
Murdered? By whom?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Everyone's a suspect at this point.
Including this Gilbert Buford guy?
Well...
Great, I'm gonna be chatting up Jack the Ripper.
Oh, I'm sure the guy's fine, but be subtle, just in case.
Well, I can see the gumbo stand from our balcony. If he's the guy that's sitting down there, I guess he looks harmless. Okay, I'll go talk to him.
Thanks, Bess. Let me know what happens.
Cheerio!
This is the end. We never hear from Bess again.
Why, hello, young lady. How kind of you to grace an old man with your lovely presence.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Dr. Gilbert Buford?
I'm delighted to report that I am indeed.
Let's see.
Your answering service said I'd probably find you here.
This here is my favorite spot in the whole city. Delicious gumbo, pleasing view, particularly now, I might add.
My name's Bess Marvin. I'd like to ask you some questions about Bruno Bollet, if that's okay?
I'd prefer subject matter of a happier nature, but I do not want to seem inhospitable, so what is it you want to know?
Is it true that Dr. Bollet was your best friend?
Well, now, I was certainly his best friend, but I cannot honestly say that he was mine. Fact is, while socializing with my fellow man, particularly with pretty young women such as yourself, has always been a source of pleasure for me, Bruno was just the opposite. Unfortunately, the older he got, the more numerous his idiosyncrasies became, and the less concern about their negative effect upon others he became.
His idiosyncrasies didn't bother you?
Now, as a doctor of medicine, I am not only accustomed to dealing with the abnormal, but I find that I'm actually drawn to it. I, for one, thoroughly enjoyed Bruno's outlandish personality, although at the same time I fear it may have played a role in his demise. You see, he died of a myocardial infarction, most likely caused by age-related atherosclerosis. Dying of a heart attack is all too common for people who are socially isolated, and Bruno Bollet had most certainly become that.
Did they do an autopsy on Dr. Bollet?
No. Given Bruno's advanced age and the absence of any indication of foul play, an autopsy was deemed unnecessary, and the body was cremated according to Bruno's wishes.
Did Dr. Bollet ever say anything to you about owning a crystal skull?
Why, yes. Yes, he did. In fact, he showed it to me once. Said it had magical powers. Said owning it was going to allow him to live forever. I thought it was utter nonsense and told him so. Well, he didn't appreciate that at all. Refused to talk to me for a full 2 weeks.
What'd the skull look like?
It was quite beautiful, actually. Life-size, perfect in form and clarity, like a diamond almost. Tell me, Miss Bess, what do you know about that crystal skull?
This friend of mine, who is also a friend of Henry Bollet, you know, Dr. Bollet's great-nephew, Anyway, while she was visiting Henry, she saw this book in Bruno's library about the legendary crystal skulls and was kind of intrigued and thought that since Henry said that you were pretty much Bruno's only friend, maybe Bruno had said something to you about it, and as it turns out, he had. That's all I know.
I see. Well, much as I'd like to believe that skull holds the key to immortality, I'm afraid Bruno's passing proves it's worthless. Although it would make an attractive paperweight, as I recall. Tell your friend not to give it another thought.
Dr. Boulez's housekeeper says you just happened to walk in just as he was having his heart attack. Is that true?
Indeed it is. I hadn't seen him for a while, so I picked that day to pay him a visit. I walked up to the front door, found it unlocked as usual, opened it, and there he was, lying on the floor in obvious distress. The next thing I know, his housekeeper came running in and started shrieking and carrying on, until finally I sent her out of the room so she could summon an ambulance, and I could once again hear myself think. Well, let's see. Then I knelt down and saw that he wasn't breathing. So I pulled him away from the doorway so I'd have more room to work on him and began chest compressions. I continued until the medics arrived, but nothing they did made a difference either.
Was Dr. Boulez unconscious the whole time?
Yes, he was.
Can you remember anything that might indicate what he was doing by the front door? I mean, had he just come in from a walk? Was he wearing a hat? Was he holding anything? Had he dropped something? An umbrella? Sunglasses?
Wait a minute. Why, yes, he was holding something. A piece of paper. And on the floor next to him was an envelope. He must have collapsed while reading a letter.
Do you know what happened to it?
Now, I know the letter was no longer in Bruno's hand when the paramedics arrived, so perhaps he released the letter when I moved him. And yet, I do not recall seeing it on the floor when they wheeled him out the door. Iggy.
What's Icky?
Iggy. Iggy is an iguana Bruno befriended, then turned loose in his home. It soon developed the annoying habit of stealing paper and stockpiling it in the vent system.
Are you saying an iguana made off with the letter Bruno had been reading?
It would not have been the first time a missing document ended up in Iggy's possession. Renee would periodically call me saying the lizard had absconded with one of Bruno's prescriptions and would I please write her up a replacement. In any case, Bruno once told me he was training Iggy. Said he taught Iggy to retrieve the things it had stolen.
Do you think it's possible that Renee caused Dr. Boulez's death by, say, hoarding the pills from those missing prescriptions and giving them to him all at once?
No. Had he died of an overdose of the medications I had prescribed, the manner of his death would have been quite different. But he died of a heart attack. Of that I am certain. However, I know for a fact that Renee is deeply involved in the practice of hoodoo. And as Bruno's housekeeper, she had ample opportunity to use it against my poor old friend.
Renee is an evil woman.
You mean hoodoo really works?
Young lady, never, ever underestimate the power of suggestion. If a person believes in something, even on a subconscious level, fantasy can easily become fact. And who knows what rubbish Renee filled Bruno's mind with? Drink this, don't eat that, this brings good luck, that brings bad, day in and day out. Even if he said he didn't believe a word of it, who knows how much his subconscious was absorbing? He was very old and vulnerable. So could Renee have caused Bruno to have that fatal heart attack? There's not a doubt in my mind she could indeed.
I'll let you get back to your gumbo.
It's been a pleasure, I assure you.
Bye. I guess we'll call Nancy.
Hello?
Hi, Nance. Okay, here's what's been happening at my end.
Lovely.
And that's pretty much it.
Good work. I'll take it from here. Thanks again.
Good luck. Bye.
Well,
Yes?
I'll stop bugging you now.
Groovy.
Groovy.
Hello again.
Nice talking to you.
Thanks for coming by.
Let's see. Oh, I need to go find an iguana. Iguana is in the vents. Defense. There's an iguana in the fence. I do not see an iguana in the fence. Maybe he went upstairs. Yo, Iggy. What? Nope. That's the wrong key. I need the right key. Chocolate. Papaya. No, I just... Let me go downstairs. Okay. Iguana. Such a strangely shaped house. Where did this boy? Where did this iguana go? Ah. Symbol. Wait, what? They're like all the same symbol.
Hello again.
I'd better get going.
Thanks for coming by.
Well, let's look at our check.
Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet. Check. Did that. I haven't done that.
Alright, we gotta go find the letter. I just don't know where Mr. Iguana decided to go. Definitely not here. Mr. Iguana. Am I supposed to leave this fruit by somewhere? Probably. I just don't know where. Hey, bro, where did the iguana go?
Yes?
I'll stop bugging you now.
Awesome.
Ned, help me out.
Hey, Nancy. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Meaning...
Are you familiar with the legend of the so-called crystal skulls?
Is that where aliens supposedly scattered a bunch of perfectly formed crystal skulls all around the world like thousands of years ago? And all the skulls have different magical powers?
Something like that, yeah. Apparently, Henry's uncle was the proud owner of the Whisperer, the skull that was supposed to make whoever owned it live forever.
Only now he's dead and another superstition bites the dust.
Maybe, maybe not. See, this book I found in Bruno's library said no one who has owned the Whisperer has ever died of natural causes.
So how did they die?
They were all murdered.
Come on, you don't believe that crystal skull stuff is true, do you?
I'm not sure what I believe yet. But right now, what I think doesn't matter. The people who knew Bruno had the skull, if one of them believed in the Whisperer's power, they may have figured the only way they'd ever be rid of Bruno was to cause his death.
But didn't he die of a stroke or something?
Heart attack.
Well, there you go. Natural causes.
Heart attacks can be induced.
You've been watching too many of those forensic detective shows.
That may be, but what's really interesting is the skull is missing.
That is interesting.
And I'll bet you anything that's what my bony friend in the red ascot was looking for.
Does Henry know where the skull is?
I haven't gotten around to asking him about it yet. But if that skull is still around here, I intend to find it.
I kind of figured that.
Bruno Bolet's doctor, Gilbert Buford, was apparently Bruno's best friend as well.
Think Bruno told him about the skull?
Yes, in fact, Dr. Buford told Bess that Bruno showed it to him once. But apparently he told Bruno the skull was bogus, and Bruno got a little ticked off. Never showed it to him again.
Well, when it comes to murdering someone and making it look like a heart attack, a doctor's got to be right up there when it comes to suspects.
Don't worry, I've been thinking the same thing.
So what else is going on?
Nothing.
Nothing more to report.
Keep me posted. You got that?
Got it. Bye, Ned.
Bye, Nance.
Let's see. Well, now can we ask Bro Boy about the skull? Oh,
I'll stop bugging you now.
Sounds good.
I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But it's also getting late. This might be a good time to call it for tonight and resume this later. Wait, we also found this. Yep, don't know. Yeah, no, none of these, none of these. I honestly don't. Yeah, I've not even saved the game up until this point. This is kind of scary. Let's save it as coulda lost it all. There it is. All right. Do. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it there. And wait, can I throw a pie in there? Okay, just kidding. Can't throw up a pie in there. But yeah, we'll come back to this later. And hopefully, well, it won't just be me. I need other people's help, like Vanessa's, because I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, what is this? Hello? Hello? Okay, anyways, yeah, game is saved, so we're good. All right, yes, I'll save it again. Sure. That was a terrible transition. My apologies. But yeah, that is Nancy Drew and Legend of the Crystal Skull. Pretty interesting so far. I like that it's talking about the Crystal Skull, just because of the Indiana Jones movie. It kind of brings back memories of that, and I was like, okay. Not the best movie out there, but still, it's memories, It's memories. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for hanging out and joining for tonight's stream. I'll be back hopefully this coming weekend. Hopefully we'll be back with Friday and Sunday. It should be fun. But yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic week ahead of you. Whatever you got going on, hope it's good. I look forward to seeing everybody this coming weekend. We will hopefully be continuing with more Nancy Drew Legend of the Crystal Skull, and hopefully make more progress in it. It's pretty good so far. But yeah, good night, gamer. Exy, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hope you've been having a good one, and I hope you have a great week ahead of you. As to everybody, thank you all for being here. Have a good night.